I don't know if I am live. Can you guys hear me? I hope you can. Actually, you know something? Let me look at the video through here and see if I can hear myself. Let me take this off. I can hear. Okay, that's the commercial. Okay, that's the commercial. Okay, that's the commercial. Okay, it's looping. I can see that. Let's stop doing that, shall we? Okay, so there's nobody in the chat right now. I think, oh no, 2 people are in the chat. Don't know who they are, but that's okay. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I don't know if did I share it? Let me see. I shared it like with one group of people. Let's see. I'm just gonna share it on my Facebook. Oh, I don't know if I should. I'm gonna share it on my Facebook and see what happens. But yeah. So, for those of you that don't know, a lot of political unrest is happening in Cuba right now. And there's actually a lot of crazy shit that's happening. And let me see, I got a message. Maybe it's somebody telling me that this audio doesn't work. Yeah, I'm doing a live about it. Somebody just asked me, are you doing live? I'm like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, so there's a lot of political unrest right now because the government wants to basically, well, not the government, the people are sick and tired of basically what's been going on for like 70 years, which has been basically they're a communist country. And I think now they're more a socialist country, but there's been a lot of unrest for the last about several months because of COVID and other things that have just happened. And if you don't know anything about Cuba, the country is it's very poor. It's very not in the best conditions right now. And it's been like that since it became a communist country under the rule of Fidel Castro. And my mom just walked in. ¿Qué tú estás haciendo, madre? Mami, ¿estás viva? ¿Estás en viva? Thank you, thank you. My mom's like, could you do? And I'm like, you're live. She's like, oh, never mind, bye. So, anyways, the reason I'm doing this is because myself, I am Cuban American. So my parents and a lot of my family still lives in Cuba. My parents don't. My parents became United States citizens a couple years ago. But for years, like there's family that I've never even met because of the country being the way that it is. Anyways, and if you guys know me, I don't do lives. It's very rare because I get really nervous. I get very uncomfortable. But I decided that this was very important, specifically because it's part of my culture. It's part of who I am. And I want to... oh my God, why are people asking me? Yes. So I want to basically express that and do something about it because it's important to me. Oh, for the love of Peter Pan. My mom's calling me again. She's driving me crazy. She doesn't understand that I'm live. It's not like I can just pause it or edit this out. She's driving me crazy. Anyways, so I thought I'd do a tarot card reading to see what the future holds for Cuba. You know, is the American government going to do something about the Cuban regime? And are they going to do something about it? Are they not going to do something about it? And I just dropped my freaking cards. You can tell that this is so like impromptu. I did not plan this. This is literally like within like an hour. I was like, I'm going to do this video. But I really think that this is important. I think that this is connected to my own family. It's connected to who I am as a person, because it's my culture. And I really what I would like is for the American government to actually get in there and help the Cuban people to liberate themselves from the communist rule or regime or whatever you want to call it. But that's hard, because they have to see, like, where does it, how, why should we, kind of a thing. Anyways, but hopefully they do. They don't, life goes on. But here we go. Now, because of this being the subject that I'm doing this video or this live about, I may speak in Spanish because I can speak Spanish. In case there are Hispanic people that are listening that don't speak English, I can do that for them. Okay, so I'm going to turn into Spanish right now. Give me a second. Bienvenidos todos aquí a este video. Yo no sé si lo estás viendo en vivo o si lo estás viendo después de ahorita, pasado unos cuantos días o algo así. Estoy haciendo esto porque yo normalmente no hago estos videos. Y esta es la primera vez que me he dado el impulso para hacer estos videos, porque yo soy cubana-americana y mis padres son cubanos. Y me siento bien conectado a lo que está pasando. Y es importante para mí y mi familia. Y quería traérselo a ustedes para que puedan ver lo que yo estoy viendo en la manera del tarot y lo que me dice a mí de lo que está pasando y lo que puede ser que pasa en Cuba. Ahora, esto no tiene que decir que, por lo que yo estoy diciendo, no quiere decir que va a pasar, pero es lo que puede ser que pasa. So, por favor, si no estás de acuerdo con lo que estoy diciendo, por favor entienda que esto es nada más lo que yo estoy viendo. Puede ser que pasa, puede ser que no. Pero yo quiero dar ese momento de como, no quiero decir ayuda, pero dar mi parte en lo que está pasando, porque no quiero tener silencio, ¿ok? Y esta es mi manera de expresarme en lo que está pasando, ¿ok? All right, so let's get to it. So, if you guys have any comments or want to know what's like something specific about what's happening in Cuba, let me know and I'll take out a card. Like if you want to know about a certain politician, holy crap, I can't talk today. Or if there's somebody or something that you want to know specific about what's happening, we'll look at the cards for that specifically. But right now, let's see what truly caused the uproar, which we kind of already know, but let's make sure. What truly caused the rioting and protests in the actual country of Cuba to make them do that? What caused it? What really made that situation really go ape shit crazy? Okay, so we've got the Justice card, the Four of Swords, and the Moon card, which I'm not surprised. So Justice, or is it Judgment? I'm just like all over the place. Yeah, it's Judgment. So it's like a new beginning. They want to get out of this situation, and they want things to go back to, not to go back to the way they were, but to a better position, a better place. And I mean, if you've ever gone to Cuba or seen anything about Cuba, they kind of, I think they should make the word ghetto rigged part of their like anthem, because everything is like, they're so poor that they got to make do with what they've got. And so from what I'm seeing here, what really caused it is just plain just tired of the same old with the government. And they're just sick and tired of it. And I mean, you've got the Moon card right here. You've got the Moon. So right there, they're just tired. They're just like going ape shit. There's only the end goal, not there's no connection. It's like everybody's just going like, we're going to do this. We're not giving a shit about it. We're going to take back the country. And I think that's what they're getting at. And with the Four of Swords, even though it's rest, I think they actually thought it through. Before they started this, they really thought it through. And they knew that was what they needed to do. So, but now they're just sort of like, let's just go for it. Let's just run with it. So I think it's basically that just sick and tired of the same old. It's not a sense of like, oh, we've got this master plan. It's more of like, we're done. We're done. We don't want this anymore. Ahora, para los que hablan en español y no hablan inglés, no entienden inglés, para que sepan de las tres cartas que yo saqué y lo que estaba preguntando es que qué es lo que causó todo esto ahora, en este momento. Por lo que yo puedo ver, es que lo que ya sabemos, que es que todo el mundo ya está cansado de la misma mierda que pasa en Cuba todo el tiempo. Ya la gente está alta. Pero con las 4 de espada, puedo ver que lo pensaron, lo sabían lo que estaban haciendo, no estaban corriendo para nada más correr, no estaban protestando nada más para protestar porque se le dieron la gana ese día, pero tienes también la luna. La luna es de locura. So, a este momento están que ya no pueden más, ya están tan emocionados que no están enfocando en lo que tienen que hacer, nada más están corriendo y haciéndolo. Que eso es lo que pasa, eso es lo que va a pasar. Eso es lo lógico. Y también tienes la jueza aquí. So, eso quiere decir que ellos ya están que quieren cambio. Esto no es nada de un poquitico aquí, una gente aquí y al otro lado y eso ya. No, parece para mí que eso está. Tenemos la carta de muerte para sacarlo. Eso quiere decir para mí que ya eso está, ya esto está al final de esta historia, en mi opinión. So I got the death card. I just took it out because it just came out of nowhere. I was like, let me take out one more card. And for me, that means that it's coming to an end. Either the government's coming to an end. I feel like it is. To be honest, like that, like I think if you know me, know that I don't like to do lives, that I get nervous doing lives, but I'm really nervous. Like my hands are shaking. And I think it's coming from the fact that this is like, it's a precipice of what's happening right now in the country. And I'm just like connecting to it right now. Holy shit. So let's see where this is all going. Like where are we heading to at the current moment? That does not mean that it's going to be like the end goal is going to be what I'm seeing here. It's just at the current moment, this is where we're heading. So vamos a ver a dónde vamos a llegar. ¿Dónde estamos cerquita llegando ahí? Vamos a ver lo que pasa, vamos a ver si hay algo más. Vamos a ver, pero no quiere significar que eso es lo que va a pasar. Quiere significar que es lo que puede ser que va a pasar, ¿ok? O lo que estamos moviendo en esa dirección. Where are we heading? Are the Cuban government are the protesters going to make a difference? Are they going to make a difference in their favor? Cards keep falling. Oh my God. So, are the protesters going to make a difference in the Cuban government? Are the protesters going to make a difference? Is the Cuban government going to be weaker? Are the protesters going to end up having things change in their favor? Okay, right now, I'm not seeing that happening, necessarily speaking, because we've got the Three of Swords. So again, it's that sense of we're tired. We don't want this anymore. They've already been backstabbed more than enough times. But we also got Temperance. So there's going to be some sort of like balancing out of everything that's been going on in the country. So maybe I'm not feeling like it may not at the current moment. It doesn't seem like it's going to be like, that they're going to topple over the government, but they are getting there. It feels like they are going to get some sort of like, okay, fine, we'll give you this, kind of a thing. And then the last part is the Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is going to basically, this may not be the end game of the situation, but it's definitely getting there. It's definitely moving it in that direction. It's kind of like the baby stages. It's kind of like if they keep this up, yes. If they stop after a day or two, no. But I do feel like they are getting there. Especially with the Three of Swords, that is like just giving you that sort of sense of like, I've had enough. I'm done. I am done. Let me see. Let me take one more card out. The Nine of Cups. So definitely getting what you want, definitely getting that satisfaction. So we're seeing definitely some progress here. Again, I'm not seeing it being like freedom and all that stuff just yet, but I am definitely seeing a difference. Ahora, para decirle lo que estaba diciendo en inglés, o lo que yo, como te dije después, te dije que estamos mirando lo que va a pasar, lo que puede ser que pasa, o lo que estamos yendo en esa dirección. Y yo cogí las 3 de espada, que eso quiere decir que alguien le ha dado al país duro. Ya están al último pelo, no pueden más. Ya están descansados de tener el gobierno atrás de ellos y en una manera mala. Pero después tenemos temperance, que eso quiere decir para mí que va a haber una calma, va a haber algo que el gobierno le va a dar, va a decirle, cálmate papito, no te preocupes, así, para que todo el mundo se calma, para que no hay tanta letanía. Pero tenemos el Knight of Wands. Para mí, eso quiere decir que no van a parar, van a seguir, van a seguir. Puede ser no tanto como están haciendo ahora, pero van a seguir, le va a dar fuego para llegar, para ir. Y lo que te digo es por las 9 de copas, que eso quiere decir que el país va a coger lo que ellos quieren. Van a llegar a eso. Están llegando un poco a eso. No estoy diciendo que va a haber libertad ni nada así, pero definitivamente van a coger algo y van a llegar poquito a poquito. Es el principio, verdaderamente el principio para verdaderamente mover todo a donde ellos quieren ir. So, estamos viéndolo bien, y yendo de una parte mala y regresando a algo, y no regresando, pero algo nuevo, que es bueno. All right. Let me see. What else can we do? What else can we ask? Oh, here we go. Did I already ask if our government's going to do something about it? Oh, no, haven't asked. We're going to do that. So vamos a preguntar si el gobierno de los Estados Unidos va a ayudar a Cuba, a la gente de Cuba, no el gobierno, la gente. Okay, so we're going to ask if the American government is going to do anything to help the Cuban people with their revolt, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see if they are going to help the people, not the government. Okay. So, so the United States government is going to help the Cuban people to overtake the government, or to at least move that in the right direction to do that. Is the American government going to do something? Sadly, I do not think they're going to do anything, especially right away. They're not. I think they're going to say things that just to get people to shut up, basically, or get people to calm down. But I don't see that any action is going to be taken right away. But I do feel that action is going to be taken by them slowly. But it's like snail's pace slowly. And the reason I say that is because we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like, yeah, we'll do something 6 months later. It's kind of like that. And I mean, the outcome, we do have the Star. So it's healing. It's getting things to be working out. Things are going to be moving in the right direction. But the first 2 cards, we've got the Death card and the 7 of Swords. So I think they're going to do like, oh, we're not going to help, or maybe later or something like that. But I think they might actually do something like under the radar, not going like, look at us, we're helping you guys out. I feel like they're going to do something, but it's going to be very under the radar and not as public, not as, like showboating kind of a thing. Which is not, I don't think is a good idea, because I think they should, considering that we're in a Democratic government right now, or like the Democratic Party. Cubans don't like Democrats. This would be a good idea for them to like, be like, yeah, we're cool. Let me help you guys. Let me help you guys out. This is like a great opportunity for that particular party to get like a lot of Cubans on their side by doing something. But I think right now, I'm not feeling like they're going to do anything. They might actually like act like if they're not really doing anything at all, or promise that they are, but they're not. But eventually, I do feel like they are going to do something, and certain things will be moving in that direction. But it's not going to be right away. It's going to be very, very like they're going to nurse it. That's the best way I could describe it. Which is not what the outcome that I would like. I would like them to just like get in there and just be like, let's see what we can do. So, but it's something better than nothing. Okay. So, para decir lo que yo estaba diciendo en inglés, por lo que yo veo, no creo que el gobierno americano va a decir nada. No creo que van a hacer nada de verdad. Específicamente, públicamente, no van a decir nada. No van a hacer nada, no van a prometer nada, o no van a hacer nada de verdaderamente gran importancia al principio. Pero creo que lo están haciendo porque no quieren, como te digo, expresarlo públicamente que van a hacer algo. Creo que lo van a hacer, pero bien clandestino, bien calladito, bien selladito, pero lo van a hacer. Y por la razón que digo es porque veo aquí algo de movimiento, en algo bien bueno, en una manera de paz y una manera de libertad, porque lo veo aquí al final, pero es bien lento en la manera de ellos ayudar, para que ellos te ayuden el país y la gente. Creo que va a ser bien lento, pero van a hacer algo. Y por lo que yo veo, no es precisamente lo que yo quisiera, porque quisiera que lo hagan más rápido. Pero por lo que veo, en el final va a ser mejor, porque va a ser en una manera más conveniente, no más conveniente para ellos, pero más conveniente para la gente. Porque piénsalo, eso no va a ser, eso no puede ser rápido en maneras de curar un país así y la gente en el país, porque no es el gobierno que estoy hablando, es la gente. Eso va a tomar tiempo. Eso tiene que rehabilitar el país y la gente, la propiedad, las casas y todo. Eso va a tomar tiempo. Yo creo en esa manera de ellos ayudar en eso, como traer comida, traer gente para reparar las casas y cosas así. Eso yo veo el gobierno americano ayudando. I just said that because I'm seeing this as I'm reading as well. I feel like the government, our government, is going to help out in the sense of building homes and bringing food and stuff like that. But in the sense of like bringing like ships and army or something to like overthrow the government, I don't think that's happening. Um, at least they're not doing it openly. But definitely the like helping them out in the sense of rebuilding and healing. Yes, I'm definitely seeing that. Wow, I cannot talk today. Seeing that, especially with the star at the end there. Yes, I would say that is what we'll be seeing more of our government doing for the Cuban people. Okay, so let's see, how long is this going to last? How long are they going to be protesting? Like, how long is this protest or this whole uprising gonna last? Like, how soon are we going to see some real change for the betterment of the people of Cuba? Okay, this isn't bad. This is actually pretty good. We've got Judgment again. We've got the Nine of Wands. So that means that for me, the Nine of Wands is like the actual people of Cuba. They've gone through enough. They've suffered a lot, but they're willing to keep moving. They're willing to keep fighting. But then we've got the Death card, and you would think, oh, that's like the death of that. No, I feel like it's going to be ending soon, but for the betterment, because the next card is the Knight of Cups here. And for me, that's saying like, there is change coming, but I feel like it's going to be sometime, it's going to last for a couple like more months. Like with the Nine of Wands, I would say like nine days, 9 weeks, something like that. It could be longer than that. But I do feel like it is coming to an end because I did get the Death card before. There's a lot of Death card in here. So it's a lot of endings, new beginnings. So, and the beginnings are all positive, like right after the Death card. So for me, this is the death of the government and the people being free. Now, again, this is just my reading. I can't like guarantee that, but it definitely looks good. Take one out right out. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult to do. It's gonna be difficult afterwards, but it's gonna be done. Definitely new beginnings. Definitely new beginnings. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of struggle in rebuilding. That there's going to be a lot of problems because this isn't easy. It isn't easy to rebuild a country from scratch, technically speaking. Because if you guys don't know, after the government was taken over by the communists, their infrastructure of like, fixing houses and all that stuff doesn't exist. So everything's falling apart. Buildings are falling apart. Homes are falling apart for years. So they need a lot of help. But I do feel like it is moving in the right direction in the sense of being free, or at least getting to a point where it's better. So lo que estaba diciendo es que por lo que yo veo en los siguientes 9 días o 9 meses, veo que sí va a haber un cambio en Cuba y que va a haber, no creo que, no estoy diciendo verdaderamente libertad porque tú nunca sabes, porque puede cambiar de aquí a allá, pero puedo ver que hay un cambio grande en Cuba. Por lo que veo, y va a ser bueno para Cuba, no negativamente, bien bueno. Tenemos, lo que tengo aquí es cartas de cambio para de muerte del gobierno y nueva gente, nuevas cosas pasando. So veo el cambio que está viendo aquí. So estamos en un camino bueno, por lo que yo veo. Y sí, tengo la carta de muerte aquí, pero la muerte es del gobierno, no de la gente. Es lo que puedo ver también. Porque la gente han sufrido muchísimo con esta carta, con la 3 de clubs. Eso es de cosa de sufrir, pero seguir corriendo y haciendo lo que tienes que hacer. Por lo que puedo ver. So, estamos bien, estamos buenos. Si quieres preguntarme otra cosa, puedes dejarlo abajo o pregúntame ahora si estás en vivo de lo que está pasando. Pero sí, todo parece que estamos en un camino bueno y el gobierno parece que se va a caer. Vamos con los dedos cruzados, con suerte eso es lo que pasa. Si no, bueno, llegamos a ese punto eventualmente, porque yo creo que estamos bien cerquita, en comparación de los, ¿cuántos? 60 años. All right, guys, so I think that's all I'm going to do for right now. If you guys can think of another live I can do about something else that you might be interested in, let me know. Leave it down in the comment section or what have you. If you're listening to this later, that's great. I really appreciate that. Let's see, what else? No, that's about it. If you're interested in another, did I already say that? I already said that. See, this is why I don't like to do lives, because I mess up. So other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because every time that I do one of these, you'll be able to find out, and I don't have to share it on anything, and you just know. It sends you a message, because I do want to do more lives, and yeah, I kind of like this. So far, it was fun. Yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys around, and let's hope everything works out for Cuba, for the better, for the people. Bye. Now to see how to freaking turn this off. There we go. Got it.